Coming up on today's episode of Airborne Unlimited, Microsoft co-founder and philanthropist Paul Allen gone west, Gulfstream G600 to deliver even better range, and Boeing Business Jets delivers first BBJ MAX airplane. Hello, I'm Laura Hudson. It's October 17th, and this is Airborne Unlimited. Before we get started, let me remind you that this is NBAA week, and that our coverage will be devoted to that event pretty much all week. Regular schedules for Airborne Unmanned and the AMA Drone Report will resume next week. To a number of us at ANN, Paul Allen was a friend, an inspiration, and a fellow space aficionado. Paul passed away Monday from complications of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in Seattle. He was 65 years old. Speaking on behalf of Vulcan Inc, the Seattle Seahawks and Portland Trailblazers, Stratolaunch Systems, the Allen Institute, and the Allen Institute for Artificial Intelligence, Vulcan CEO Bill Hilf said all of us who had the honor of working with Paul feel inexpressible loss today. He possessed a remarkable intellect and a passion to solve some of the world's most difficult problems, with a conviction that creative thinking and new approaches could make a profound and lasting impact. Paul thoughtfully addressed how the many institutions he founded and supported would continue after he was no longer able to lead them. This isn't the time to deal in those specifics as we focus on Paul's family. We will continue to work on furthering Paul's mission and the projects he entrusted to us. There are no changes imminent for Vulcan, the teams, the research institutes, or museums. Today we mourn our boss, mentor, and friend, whose 65 years were too short, and acknowledge the honor it has been to work alongside someone whose life transformed the world. After the break, Dair's TBM 930 makes its mark in the charter sector.
Introducing the TI-2000 DC to AC inverter. Ideal for VIP cabin configurations, special missions, and emergency medical applications, the TI-2000 delivers 2,000 watts of AC power to cabin and galley equipment. Available from your local Avionics dealer.
There's a difference between charting a steady course and pushing for the ceiling. And for nearly a century, Hartzell Propeller has been defining that difference. It's in our passion for engineering and research and our dedication to testing the limits of performance. We are built on honor. We are Hartzell Propeller.
Sandia introduces the new SAI 340 Quattro TSO'd airspeed, attitude, altitude, and slip. With integral backup battery, safety never looked so good. See it now at www.sandia.aero.
Welcome back. If you have a story suggestion for Airborne Unlimited, Aero-TV, Airborne Unmanned, the AMA Drone Report, our website or podcast, just email to news-by@aero-news.net. With so much news coming out of the aviation industry, we're summarizing some other interesting stories in a brief segment we call Around the Patch. The growing use of Dair's TBM very fast turboprop aircraft and charter services is being highlighted at this week's 2018 NBAA convention, where the first operator of a TBM 930 for commercial flights was the invited headliner. Mountain Lion Aviation was introduced as the initial TBM 930 user for charters. Since acquiring the TBM 930 last year, Mountain Lion Aviation has built up an impressive volume of services with the aircraft, flying 430 hours on 300 commercial flights. That carried a total of 475 passengers. Bell Helicopter and Yamato Holdings Company have announced a strategic collaboration for the future of civilian aerial logistics. For the initial demonstration activities, Bell will lead the design, development, and production of its autonomous pod transport, and Yamato will develop a customized detached pod, highlighting future ground handling capabilities. The company's goal is to demonstrate the integration of the existing ground logistics network with vertical lift capabilities to provide new and innovative services to their customers. Nearly $650,000 in scholarships will be awarded at WAI's 30th Annual International Women in Aviation Conference, and the time to apply is now. To qualify for a scholarship, the applicant must be a WAI member as of November 1, 2018, and submit the application by November 12, 2018. WAI has recently added 7 new scholarships, which include travel expenses and complimentary registration to the winners to attend the Long Beach Conference. These new scholarships bring the total to 121 scholarships offered in 2019. Universal Avionics is supplying dual EFI 890H advanced flight displays and dual AHS 525 attitude heading reference systems for an AS-365 Dauphin helicopter installation. The installation offers a unique way to have both a mission display capability and a primary flight display for the left cockpit side. This is a new and innovative approach for display upgrades, said Grady Deese, UA Director of Technical Sales. The flexibility of the EFI 890H Advanced Flight Display is demonstrated with this unique application, he added. Well, that's it for today's trip around the patch. Now let's move on to the rest of the news. Gulfstream has announced a second range increase for its Gulfstream G600 business jet. The aircraft will deliver 5,500 nautical miles of range at its high-speed cruise of Mach 0.90, a 700 nautical mile increase over original projections. The G600 can travel 6,500 nautical miles at its long-range cruise speed of Mach 0.85. The maximum operating speed for the aircraft is Mach 0.925. Since December 2016, the 5 aircraft in the G600 flight test program have accumulated more than 2,600 flight hours over more than 685 flights. The aircraft is nearing the end of its flight test and certification program, with only crew workload, flight into known icing and function reliability tests remaining. The Gulfstream G500 earned its type and production certificates from the FAA on July 20, 2018, and is now awaiting type certification from the EASA. The first G500 entered service September 27th. The G600 recently completed certification testing for flying qualities, engine and thrust reverse operations, ice protection and environmental control system, field performance, smoke evacuation, flight controls, ventilation and cooling, fuel system, and flammable fluid drainage. The G600 is expected to earn its type certification later this year, while its service entry is slated for 2019. After these messages, Boeing Business Jets deliver first BBJ MAX airplane.
In collaboration with NASC, introducing Sonex Aerospace, bringing you the Taros Group 4 UAS, the redesigned Tiger Shark Block 4, and the Subsonics Twin Jet UAS, all derived from flight-proven manned systems, not concepts, real aircraft. More at SonexAerospace.com.
Based on the popular Sling 2 LSA, the Sling 4 was designed to be the most practical and desirable lightweight 4-place experimental aircraft on the market. Find out more about this 115 horsepower turbocharged airplane at airplanefactory.com.
Welcome back. Boeing Business Jets has delivered the first BBJ MAX airplane to a customer. The aircraft is scheduled to fly to an interior finishing center. Customers have placed orders for 20 BBJ MAX airplanes. Most recently, Seacons Trading Ltd announced in July it is purchasing a BBJ MAX 7 at the 2018 Farnborough International Airshow. To commemorate the first delivery, Boeing Business Jets unveiled a new interior concept by award-winning aviation design firm SkyStyle. The BBJ MAX family, based on Boeing's best-selling 737 MAX airplane, offers business jet customers the huge combination of space, comfort, and range. With more than 3 times the cabin area as most competing business jets, bespoke interiors to match any preference, and lower cabin altitude, the jet is capable of flying 7,000 nautical miles. In addition, BBJ MAX owners benefit from a lower total cost to own when compared to other high-end business jets. The MAX's optimized maintenance schedule drives operating costs that are nearly the same as smaller competitors. Boeing also maintains that BBJs also retain comparatively higher residual values by requiring a fraction of the lengthy and expensive shop visits experienced by other business jets as they age. Well, that's our program for today. Airborne Unlimited will be streamed daily, with regular schedules of Airborne Unmanned and AMA Drone Report resuming next week, with Airborne Unmanned on Tuesday and the AMA Drone Report on Thursday. Additional breaking news bulletins may be posted for important stories that fall outside of our normal deadlines. If you're watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and do check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Get comprehensive, real-time, 24/7 coverage of the latest aviation and aerospace stories anytime at aero-news.net. We'll see you tomorrow.